How you doing?
I'm doing great, Lavell. Okay, so you're our next door neighbor because you live in St. Louis, right?
No, I live in Houston. I'm from St. Louis.
Okay, I always get that confused. I feel like you're just coming across the highway to come and see us at the Funny Bone.
No, I've been gone from St. Louis for several years. My
Okay.
mama them still there. I go see her birthday coming up pretty soon, so I'll be down there. But
Okay, well, shout out to Mama. Happy birthday to her.
yeah, happy birthday to mom.
Okay, well, this weekend you're going to be at the KC Funnybone, kcfunnybone.com to get your tickets. You'll be there August 15th, August 16th. On the 15th show, 7 o'clock and 9:45, and August 16th, 6:30 and 9:15. Now, I've been to several of your shows, so I already know what to expect and what Lavell Crawford brings. But if somebody were to say that they have never experienced your comedy, what would you tell them that they should buckle up for?
Well, if you born after in the 2000s, I just said, go ask your parents to come with you because you ain't gonna understand. You're gonna probably get offended by everything because these little soft tissue paper kids out here. I heard something on the news, so on Instagram where the girl offended by Bernie Mac's show way back in the day, and I'm like, come on, man. And if you walk around and holding comedians accountable for what they say, it's something. I mean, as long as we're not being derogatory or hurting somebody physically, I think that you just laugh and have a good time. If you can't laugh and you want to continue, stay your butt away from comedy. Because see, yeah, out here in this country is so messed up to the point where you got your boobs out, but you can't look at them. You walk around looking weird. We can't say nothing about it, but everybody knows that you weird. You want to denounce Jesus, who is my Savior, and I love him. You ain't gonna do me like this. I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about. So I bring that in the face funny. I like to laugh. If you like to laugh, you come on out. If you want to sit up and judge the show, keep your butt at home. This ain't your job. Because the internet has got us lost to think our opinion matter. It doesn't. Donald Trump doing what the hell he want to do right now. Our opinion don't matter.
The whole world is a dumpster fire right now, so I
Yes.
might as well enjoy it. But you're basically telling people if you're sensitive and if you came with an agenda and if you're looking for something to be mad at, you can stay at home because you're going to do what you want to do.
All right, because some people ain't got nothing to do. They don't eat fruit. They don't, they don't do nothing else. Lay on the couch and want to come say, I have a few things. No, you don't. You don't. I'm gonna spray you with pepper spray and get you on out of there. I
Well,
might even tell you.
I think the bad thing is everybody, yes, you are special to somebody, but also everybody thinks that their opinion needs to be heard because of these podcasts, because of social media.
Oh my God.
Want to hear what you got to say?
Hey, man, and that's the thing about it is that this world don't understand. You can't give all this stuff power. Like I look at Shay Shay, Uncle Shay Shay, with his whole thing. I don't even know what he did with this girl where he had to lose $20 million. But I guess it's his business. He won't put it out there because let me tell you something. This world wouldn't know nothing about me. I'm like Cat Williams. He can talk all he want, but God bless him. I ain't sitting up here waste my time telling all the stories I know because you know what, somebody go, he lying or that ain't how it went. The Lavell Crawford, we got beef. Come on, man.
Ooh, Lavelle. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Okay, so Lavelle, we talked about the internet people, the internet trolls, what people can expect. Congratulations, I saw you were in the new movie Happy Gilmore.
Thank
Two.
you.
Happy
Thank you.
Gilmore 2.
Yeah, man. And basically, I think they should just call it a tribute, man, because everybody who grew up in that era, it's 30 years later, man. But I remember I went to see it. I love Adam Sandler. He is like one of my all-time heroes. And for this to be my fourth, one, two, three, like fifth movie I've been in with this guy. And it's just an honor to just keep on doing them, man, and bringing this magic to work. And it worked. It worked. The people loved it. I think, did you like it? Did you see it yet?
Okay, now Lavelle, let me tell you this. Don't judge me. I'm
No, she ain't saw it yet. You ain't got to say no more. You gonna do all that. You can just say no. Just say no. Hold on a minute. No.
Lavelle, I'm gonna see it. I'm not a movie girl. I like trash TV. I'm a part of the problem, and I admit it. But
Yeah, I mean, most women, most of the women in the world like it. My daughter loves lovely tea. I know, and I'll be like, she a good source of information. I said, no, she's not. I mean, the thing about she has speculations and she gets what the net put out. We can put everything is under AI depositions now. Everybody we don't know what's real no more. I seen a pig win doing ballet with a soccer ball. I was like, man, that pig went trained. And then I said, that's AI. I'm like, man, I don't know what to believe no more. So,
we don't
you
know. We don't
so when
know.
Jesus come back, I'm gonna check him out. I'm gonna vet him out, and I'm gonna go on to heaven because I can't argue. Because
Not Jesus.
because me and Jesus, we have a close relationship now. Even I had a powerful journey. I ain't gonna get up here preachy and nothing like that. But I'm gonna tell you something about going on 2 weeks, or going on a week ago. You wouldn't even be believing this man here would be here today.
Really?
Yeah, you looking at a walking miracle, bro.
Well,
I mean,
amen to
sister.
that. I'm
Yeah,
happy and I'm blessed that you're here with us.
man, because I was supposed to be going out of town Wednesday night. All of a sudden, just out of the blue, I know I needed some rest because I don't sleep like I should. And it was warning signals telling me you need to lay your butt down, stop messing with, trying to eat like you 12, and stuff like that. And I ain't even had nothing that day but just a little hot dog. Me and my wife riding around. We almost home, man. I I I I don't know what happened, but I thought I was driving. I was in like like in a paradox. I thought I was going off the road, just right by the road. My wife said, pull over. I'm like, what you think? What's wrong with you? What's wrong? And I didn't even realize I had passed by the house. I gained my faculties back a little bit. Couldn't walk up the thing in the driveway. I was walking backwards. I finally get in the house trying to rest. Thought I was okay, just need to sleep. Went to the bathroom, collapsed on the floor. Wasn't knocked out. My wife said, "We gotta get you to the hospital." So she either ambulance or you drive. I said, "Well, you driving." We get me over there. They thought I had Bell palsy. Then the doctor said, "I think it's a little worse than that." He said, I think he might be having a stroke, and got me in the car. I was still aware, but I couldn't remember my last name, couldn't remember their names. It was a crazy situation. They had to do emergency surgery. Thank the Lord Jesus, he used this doctor, Kamal, as a tool. They did some surgery where it's uninvasive, got like 3 blood clots out of me. And like as soon as they got them out of me, I woke up, I was back to me. I was back to me. A lot of people don't go back to them. You
No,
got to
we
walk
don't.
again. You can't talk no more.
No.
And I'm a walking miracle. I thank the Lord Jesus Christ all day for that.
Wow. Lavelle, I am so happy that you're here with me. Blood clots are nothing to play with.
Phew.
And that blood thinner medicine is nothing to play with either because that is expensive. My mom is on it. My mom has three
Yeah.
blood clots in each one of her legs. They're not
Well,
moving around, but I'm very thankful that you went to the doctor and you found out what that is. That could have been very serious.
I'm just thankful, man, that I didn't have none of the stroke symptoms or nothing like that. Boy, I
Right.
was just worried. Like, man, please don't take my comedy away. I said, dang, I'm grown. I'm grown.
Right.
I'm grown as hell. Like I said, this don't happen to people like me. I ain't no old baby. I'm still a baby.
Yes, you are. But I was going to assume since you had that health scare, no barbecue for you this week. You're only eating.
Well, it'd probably be salmon or something like that. You
Okay.
know, I don't really go crazy on the barbecue. I like it, but I change my ear that on. I get a little taste and I move on. But no, I ain't gonna really mess around. My wife been cooking me all these healthy meals. To be like breakfast we having smoothies, and then lunch we have a light lunch, and then so she been on her business, but I've been going to bed early. See, that's what it is. Is like I think the rest was more needed than the diet.
Yes. You got
Yeah.
to get your sleep in. You got to rest because your brain is always going, especially with comedy. You are always like this. So you
Well, you know, the world don't want you to see because they got a million channels, they streaming. And
Mhm.
then when you get to the point, like I was getting to the point, like, man, I've seen everything on prime time, then that's when you know that you need to go to bed because it's too much to be watching it if you don't want to watch it no more, you know?
Right.
But it's a blessing. I'm back. I had to I missed out on some money. All I was worried about is getting to my show. That's all I was worried about, my hustle. And
Right.
I was like, oh no, I ain't gonna be able to make it to these shows. I was hoping I could get out in time that day so I could get to my gig. But I
Sometimes
think
God has to remind you that he's the one in charge and he sat you
sure,
down and you got
let you down. Because
uh-huh.
it was busy because we had just left the premiere like the week before. Great premiere. The movie was wonderful. It was just a wonderful time. But it was just a lot. It was stressful because I wanted my family to come up. And I was coming from Hartford. They was meeting me in New York. And
Mhm.
my mom came, my brother came, my wife and kids. My wife and kids came, and it was just, and my son got to meet one of his favorite rappers, Kid Cudi.
Oh,
So he got to meet him. So it was a nice time. So just knowing that God said, "Look, man, you are blessed," and some of if anybody needs to listen to this, look at where you are. Look at your children. Look at your home. Look at all that stuff and realize, man, that you are so blessed. You can get Emmys, you can get Oscars, you can get $1 million in your bank account. But if you don't understand that he take care of everything, it don't really matter. I
and
mean,
that's a
because I was
reminder.
worried about stuff and it made me settle my butt down and sit my black butt down.
And it reminds you that those blessings can easily be taken away. So you have to appreciate them and be in the moment and
For
enjoy
sure.
it while you have it.
For years. Yeah, that's why these shows are different now. These are monumental to me now. I love it again. Cause you get into a funk, man. You thinking that you gotta do arenas, you gotta do this to make it like, oh, I gotta get this and that. Now it's like, oh well, if I don't get that, I don't get that. I done made my mark in comedy.
Yes,
You
you have.
know, I mean, that's all you have to know is that you've done it. You've done it. If you made your mark, it's like how many times you can box and knock a guy out? How many races do you got to run to win a race? How many touchdowns do you got to get? How much money do you have to have in the bank for you think you're super rich? It's just this world is just like knowing and looking at the glory of God that He blessed you to do everything that you wanted to do. We don't even realize how. Look at you. You've been doing radio so long, and you still doing it.
I
You
got
still,
white hairs now, Lavelle. You met me when
hey,
I was a young spring chicken. I'm not
hey,
you black.
hey, hey, that white hair is big victory. You know what I'm saying? You see my face. I don't even have no hair.
But that's okay. That's okay. We're just now well marinated and we know what we need to do to get back on track. And especially you know what you need to do. And look, look, all the people need to do, kc.funnybone.com to get those tickets so they can experience I don't want to say new and improved Lavell Crawford, but I'm just saying like the revitalized Crawford.
Well, yeah, revitalize is good because I'm back enjoying it. I don't. It's not a people pleasing thing. It's just that I get to do it again.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like people don't. I got friends that are paraplegic that you wish they could walk. Here, I can walk and do things. I'm thankful I'm able to walk, talk, all those things again, and
Right.
I get to get on this stage and still be funny because I ain't think that part. If it could be taken away, you'd be like, oh Lord, please don't let that happen.
Right.
So you look at those things and but Funny Bone, Zona Rosa, your man is back, new improved, whatever the case. I'm here to
Revitalized.
revitalizing, and I'm coming up there to bring the funny. KC know me, you like you said. I've been around KC a long time. Got partners down there, my man The Allen, my man, my John Lacey up in there, and I got so many people I went to college with up in that area. So everybody, just come on out, get
It's a
your
family
laugh on.
reunion. It's a homecoming. You're our
That's
next door
right.
neighbor. Also, I wanted to touch on your special that you did on Prime. I know you had one last year and it was I Could Eat. And
Uh-huh.
so, are you working on new material for another special?
I don't have to work on new material. I got it. I'm always got it. I'm ready. We working. Matter of fact, I thank good Lord. I'm about to do a Netflix. We talking about a Netflix one now. After all these specials, Netflix going to come, and it's a beautiful thing. I don't care. I would love to do a Netflix special. So Netflix is want to get on board Lavell Crawford train, and I'm gonna do one for Netflix. Yeah. I'm always working on something because now it's just like I got more of a story to tell because I always been a vendor and a very open person about God. I ain't never been ashamed to talk about it. I don't walk around like you need Jesus. I don't do all that. I just, if somebody asks me, what's your thing? I said Jesus. I said, man, I would have never made it this far by myself. I'd have messed this all up.
Right.
It was him.
Would have made it.
That's right. I I don't think I would have. I know how I am, but I'm not because you be too meticulous or you be too carefree. And so right now it's just that I don't let things wear me and people wear me because people they'll bring their burdens and their energies to you, and you gotta just let them go, man. You ain't like my 14-year-old son. I love him, but I've had to let him be 14. I had to let
Got
him.
to learn for himself. You can tell him
Yeah,
as much as you want to, but it doesn't matter. Your dad. He needs to do it himself and bump.
sure. He watch it, he watch you. He know he learning. Sometimes you just gotta just go, at that age, when they little, you can get back on that bike, boy, do this. Come on and walk with me. When they get 14, like yesterday, he was afraid of bees. I said, boy, I killed 9 million bees in my life, been stung about 100 million. And a bee is a bee, dude. You gotta be able to come out there. I said, dude, I just got a hospital. You got me going out here fighting walls for you. I said,
Right.
you should be ashamed of yourself.
Val, are you still fishing? I remember I would always see pictures on your Instagram of the fish that you've caught.
Oh, I ain't gonna never give up fish. I ain't gonna never give up fish. I'm working on a fishing podcast along with a fishing show, man, because I really want to get really back into fishing hard so I can, really enjoy it because it's something. It's just a love that I have. I just don't, Texas, Houston gets so doggone hot. It'd be hard to get out there and be enjoying yourself when it's like 300 degrees. But once
Right.
I get out there, I'm good.
And this summer has been a different kind of heat. This does not remind me of the heat that I used to play outside
Man, nah, they need to go
in.
and take a measurement and see if we close to the sun or something.
Something like that. Something like
Shoot.
that. Well, Lavelle, it was good to talk to you. Everybody, get your tickets, kc.funnybone.com. He's going to be here on Friday, 7 o'clock and 9:45, and also on Saturday, 6:30 and 9:15. Get your tickets. Anything else you want the people to know?
Oh man, I think we done touched everything. I got my children book. I'm revamping it called Fishing with Big Daddy. It'll be out soon. Great book. And just I'm out here doing it, man. Loving comedy again, loving life. Thanking God I had it. You take all I can do is say, don't take life for granted, man. We can sit up here, oh, I hate the world, and I was there, because I think that's why good Lord didn't allow. He was mad at Adam when they ate from the tree because they got all the knowledge. Too much knowledge at one time makes you depressed. You got a million people on Instagram telling you all these conspiracy theories,
Oh, excellent.
and then I'm just like, man, you gotta just take it one day at a time. Go take a technological break and just enjoy breathing the fresh air, your family, and just come on out and laugh at Zona Rosa at the Funny Bone this weekend.
There we go. That's what they're going to do. Lavelle, it's always a pleasure to hear from you, and I will see you this weekend. Thank you again for your time.
Thank you, Ebony. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. See you later.
Bye bye.